Right, hey guys, back on another video from Mother's Basement, and we are checking out summer and summer anime you might have missed. Wants to watch Gaiden. I'm always up for suggestions. I'm still catching up from previous seasons. I've nearly finished season 2 of Beastars. That's a good one. That's if you've got Netflix. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what Mother's Basement's got to suggest. Shall we?
I think it's fair to call this summer's initial anime lineup a tad underwhelming, but
Yeah.
I also think most of us are perfectly okay with that, given how
Oh, mate, that was class.
spring and winter proved to be with all their instant classic originals, masterful
Mishoku
adaptations,
Tensei.
revolutionary sequels, and
Mate.
transcendently triumphant examinations of the walrus condition.
Yes, Odd Taxi was good.
We'll be talking about the first half of this year in anime,
Skitty
or at least
Biddy.
the first half of this decade, and
Heavy.
even with the break we've just been mercifully given, most of us are going to be watching our way through that first half well into the second, if not into 2022.
Probably.
So I'm sorry, like really sorry for this, but remember how there were 3 summer anime that didn't make the cut for ones to watch because they released too late in the season?
Oh, you did mention it,
I
yeah.
promised to follow up if any of them were worth watching.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out they all are, depending on your taste.
Amazing.
At least one of them could be an anime of the year contender,
Oh,
depending on how it
damn,
plays.
okay.
So, yeah, I guess I'll get some sleep in October, or right, Phoenix Wright, no more heroes and psychonauts around.
Oh no, video games.
Whatever. For now, I suppose I should tell you more about these shows in greater depth than usual, since there's fewer than them, to help you decide if they're the shows for you.
Okay.
Speaking of things that mix comedy, action, and adventure, actually I want to save the best anime on this list for last.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Cancel out of
The
that
Great
segment
Jahy will not be
into
defeated.
The Great Jahy will not be defeated.
What is this?
A reverse isekai comedy about a mighty evil demon
Oh,
lord
sweet.
passed down into
Like
our world, stripped of all magic,
Devil's Part-Timer.
after a humiliating defeat at the hands of a destined heroine, and must survive the even mightier evils of capitalism by working part-time at a restaurant. No, not that one. This restaurant's not a franchise, and it has Wii Shop Channel music.
Right. Class. That is like the Wii Shop music, isn't it?
Jahy's not even a proper demon king, just the demon realm's second in command, and she's nowhere near as nice or managerial as good old Mao Sato.
Damn,
She's
can't wait for
more
that season
of
2.
how to put this? Vicious demonic sadist who
Whoa.
likes to kill some of her servants at random just to keep the other ones on their toes.
Nice.
Which, when you take away the almighty magical power and social
Sailor
status
Moon.
that allowed her to act like that in the first place, leaves you with a hilariously arrogant trash goblin whose mouth is constantly writing checks her butt can't cash. Especially not when that butt keeps disappearing into an oversized t-shirt, as without mana, she can't maintain her voluptuous true form.
Oh,
and is stuck
dear,
in the body
that is a
of
problem.
her chibi imp. It also doesn't
Give her
help
all
with
the mana.
checks out of the equation that her cash reserves usually number in the hundreds of yen. The devil is a part-timer actually isn't the best point of comparison here, at least not
Oh,
as
okay,
comedy
really? Because it sounds exactly the same.
Jahy's more reminiscent of Himoto Umaru-chan, only it actually explains how the shrinking works. All of the hello fellow gamer kids humor has been stripped out, and Oni-san's personality is divvied up between a pair of One-chans. A busty
Nice.
Ara restaurant owner with a nurturing personality to
Yeah.
match her childbearing hips,
Nice.
and her meaner landlord sister, who is constantly exasperated by the precocious goblin's indignant tantrums at the thought that
It's the exact same place that they live in The Devil's a Part-Timer by the looks of it.
to a lowly human, which is a slightly
Love it.
difficult argument to make when said lowly human towers over you and
Oh, she's so much taller.
literally one hand, but that never stops Jahy from trying. Luckily,
This does look
the
good.
aforementioned One-sama's also aforementioned nurturing personality tends to win out over the both of them, keeping the great all-powerful demon off the streets while gently encouraging her to gradually grow and change into something resembling a responsible human
By
adult.
getting more mana.
Very, very gradually. You don't unlearn being a demonic despot overnight.
I was gonna say, that's,
Doesn't help her
it's a lot to
narcissism is
unlearn.
constantly being reinforced and simultaneously challenged by her sycophantic servant, Druge, who was Jahy's most faithful and
So, yeah, they've done, like, a Devil's Part-Timer again.
has actually surpassed the Great One in our world as the fabulously wealthy
Oh.
founder and CEO CEO of her own company.
That's
She uses to
that's
gather
brilliant.
mana crystals
Wow.
by the literal truckload, while Jahy is busy subsisting on bean sprouts and mayonnaise.
Nice.
That's on fancy nights.
Hey.
And while those may seem like two problems that obviously solve each other, that's only because you don't have a demon queen's ego. Jahy constantly lies and brags about how well she's doing, and because
Of course she
Druid is
does.
phenomenally gullible and worships the ground she walks on,
Ah.
she never catches on. Thus, Jahy's comical misery is
If she
endlessly
just
perpetuated
admits
by her
it,
own
I'm sure she'd
comically
help her.
misplaced arrogance, meaning
There's a
that
lesson
you
to be
don't
learned
have
there.
to feel bad for laughing at her. Though that wicked, schadenfreude-fueled sense of humor is consistently tempered by the series' kind, encouraging, Yashike-esque emotional core.
Right.
Jahy will frequently do something stupid or careless and bring herself to tears, but One-sama's usually close at hand with a shoulder to cry on, or shoulder boulders to cry in.
Shoulder
That
boulders.
said, it
I
is
like it.
also worth noting that despite the designs, Jahy-sama isn't really all that horny, and thankfully
Aw.
it never eludes the chibi. Instead, it uses
That's
the
good. I like that.
sometimes always adorably childish nature of its lead to
Because that just gets weird when you get like a childlike looking anime character and then you just go make it look. Dude, it's like,
Add all that together and you get a relatable, surprisingly feel-good work-life comedy with an occasional side of fun fantasy action and some real satirical bite. Though, if you're a fan of those last two things, you will likely be better served by the Idaten deities
known only peace.
where they're the main course. Despite the overlong title, this anime is based on a manga, not a light novel, specifically as
Oh, okay, that's different.
so
Animation
with
seems cool.
general tone and martial arts action,
Whoa,
will
animation's
likely
class.
remind you of your favorite Shonen Jump punch 'em ups. That action is
Whoa.
substantially more violence and sex than anything this side of Chainsaw Man. The titular deities, the Idaten, are a race of conceptual beings that are literally born to fight, emerging from the subconscious ether whenever mankind's collective desire for salvation peaks.
Whoa,
with
this looks
shapes and
awesome.
personalities that vary wildly based on the aggregate thoughts that birthed them. The one consistency between all of these gods is an innate desire to kill demons, but as the last 2,000 or so of those were sealed away in a giant mountain 800 years ago by the elder generation of Idaten, leaving only one nervous young squire named Rin to watch the other
Oh,
side,
no.
all who've been born since know only, well, I mean,
Peace. They know only
as
peace.
such, with only a couple of go-getting, combat-capable exceptions, the whole pantheon of new gods has grown up indolent and weak. They take advantage of their immortality and superhuman abilities to live in luxury, burying their noses in books and doing basically anything that isn't
Until
getting
one
killed or
day.
run over by
Whoa.
rains to train up their healing factor.
Jesus.
Which she does, just in case the monsters that traumatized her and took away all of her family ever come back.
I suppose if
Which
you've lived it.
obviously they do, or
Yeah.
there wouldn't be a story, leaving the lazy gods scrambling for a way to fight back.
Oh, gosh.
Or failing that,
Poor
a
gods.
stronger god who can beat the demons up for them. Though even Rin's strength may not be enough. In the last 800 years,
Animation
the
looks
demons have
boss.
evolved, taking on human forms, and with them human intelligence, which they use to manipulate men en masse to do their bidding in the form of a raping and pillaging fascist empire.
Oh.
On that note, big content warning. Episode 1 does end with a scene depicting those two verbs.
Oh.
It's not quite as explicit or exploitative as other anime that tackle the same topic, but it is still quite jarring next to the lighthearted action comedy that precedes it.
Huh.
That contrast
Interesting.
does serve a purpose, though, in highlighting the disturbing indifference these gods feel toward even the most egregious human suffering. Idaten need a planet to live on, preferably with some intact nature to enjoy, and enough people to make more of them, but they
Right.
don't particularly care which of the people stay alive.
Oh.
In fact, since our desire for salvation is what creates them, ignoring wars, atrocities, corruption, and exploitation is kind of a winning reproductive strategy.
Whoa, sounds
It is
weird.
a truly alien, nigh incomprehensible system of morality, which goes a long way toward making these characters feel like real gods and demons, but leaves us without a relatable human character to anchor us in their world and conflict. In Instead, we observe from a dispassionate distance, pretty much the same outlook all of them have, which does make it hard to get emotionally
This does look
invested in the
awesome.
story,
Sounds
but
class.
simultaneously evokes a kind of chilling fascination that makes it just as hard to look away. It does help that what we're dispassionately observing is metaphysically fascinating. The lore regarding how demons and Daten function, their biology or notable lack thereof, is dense, well thought out, and supports bombastic action set pieces that start at Dragon Ball Z levels and only escalate from there. These
Whoa.
are battles of gods, after all. That action
What?
is made all the more enjoyable by smooth, snappy animation rendered in an arresting, psychedelic visual style.
I am loving the
that plays
animation
fast
style on
moves
this.
with color and shading to give each scene a distinctive pop art mood. The simple, expressive character designs also contribute a great deal toward making the fights pop off, as do the characters' personalities, which, monstrous though many of them may be, are all at least as vibrant and charismatic as your favorite heel wrestler, making every second of trash talk a delight. Also, that art style makes for one of the single greatest anime openings I've ever
Whoa,
seen.
there's a lot going on.
Deities definitely isn't for everyone, but if you enjoy a bit of the old ultra-violence, it may just be the anime for you.
I might have to check that out. I've seen this recommended a lot of places, this Fena Pirate Princess.
Might be interested. It's the Pirates vs. Ninjas anime we've all secretly dreamed of ever since the idea was first memed of in the internet dark ages, produced at Production IG with the joint backing of Adult Swim and Crunchyroll,
Cool.
and directed by industry veteran Kazuto Nakazawa, who you might know as the creator of Be the Beginning, or if you were alive when the Pirate vs. Ninja meme was actually fresh, director of the anime segments in both Linkin Park's
Oh,
Habit music
cool.
video and Kill Bill Volume 1. That
Nice.
last point is particularly relevant here, as this is a dude with both a knack and a passion for making sword fights look awesome.
Cool.
And that's objectively the single
I am old
most
enough to remember
important
both of those
thing
things.
for any anime on this topic to get right. Tone and atmosphere come a close second. You know, that specific cinematic feeling of high seas, high adventure in a bygone era that Pirates of the Caribbean captures so well. Fena captures it too, in its soaring, whimsical score composed by the legendary Yuki Kajiura,
Right.
and in its lush, detailed, thoughtfully lit backgrounds populated by sizable, moving crowds of authentically costumed characters. There's a ton of animation flexes in the first episode alone. Even in dialogue, it has a fluid, bouncy energy to it, and that stayed consistent through all 4 episodes that are out as of this writing. It's not the
So it's
most
just 4.
historically faithful piece of pirate media out there. No story that injects ninjas into that setting would be. And
That looks
these
class.
ninjas
That
have
samurai
steampunk
like
submarine,
helmet and that
but
looked
all
cool.
the necessary details there in both the fantastical and historical elements to immerse you in the old history setting and make it feel like it all fits together. As of episode 4, the story also seems to be going somewhere really interesting with these revisions, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't even talked about Fena yet. The titular deposed princess has lived a rough life since
Her name is in the title. She must have something to do with it.
Set her adrift in the open ocean, but she never lets it get her down. Sure, she's been effectively enslaved by a brothel that's auctioned off her virginity now that she's of age, but even in the face of such overwhelming despair, she only smiles a spunky, defiant, Genki smile and draws up elaborate, unrealistic escape plans. Great. Luckily,
Love it.
there's people looking out for her who are a bit better prepared, namely a pair of old knights who
Woohoo.
swoop into her rescue at
Class.
the last minute, and the aforementioned squad of ninja who swoop in to rescue them when that all goes to heck. And
Yo.
with those ninja protecting her, I mean, the show calls them the Samurai 7, but they dress in all black and run on rooftops, so let's not split hairs. She sets out on a grand quest to discover her destiny, uncover the secrets of a mysterious clear stone that her father left to her, and learn what
It was an
he
ashtray the whole time.
Also, if somewhere along the way in that quest she happened to end up smooching Yukimaru, her
Oh,
blue,
well,
handsome childhood
that would be a
friend
shame.
turned ninja knight in matte black armor, well, she probably wouldn't complain. He almost certainly would, but he wouldn't really mean it, and anyway, that's just part of his tsundere charm. All of the ninjas have their own charms, as do the ragtag crew of evil lady pirates that get sent to fight them. This cast is full of big,
Wow.
memorable personalities whose chemistry works in a wide array of configurations, giving us action scenes rich in playful banter and choreography, and plenty of quality comedy in between them. Fena, Pirate Princess, is simply put a joy to watch in every
It does look fun. It does look like a fun anime.
adventure of a sort that feels all too rare nowadays in anime and media at large. It's not quite in Anime of the Year territory just yet, but the voyage has only
Just begun, yeah.
and it's sailing closer and closer with each episode. Assuming it can keep this quality up to the season's end, and that its plot makes good on the intrigue and stakes that it's built up so far, this is shaping up to be a serious contender. And even if it doesn't reach those lofty heights, it is all but sure to be a fun ride. All of the shows I've talked about today are really fun, and again,
They seem it. They really do seem it. Like, oh wow.
Just not tell people
They're so
about
different
good
as well.
anime. Now, can I? Wait, can I? It's been so long since I've done anything different. Well, no time to think about that now. I've been writing all day, and I really want to play some Psychonauts. But I hope you found at least one new anime to hold your attention today. Or manga. Mashle is seriously fantastic. Also, I'm sorry if you found something new to hold your attention. Really, just so sorry. I'm Jeff, professional Canadian, signing out from Psychonauts HQ.
Whoa. And his mother's basement. So that's the normal outro. They seem boss. The animation, that piece one with the demons and that looks absolutely amazing. I think out of the three, that's the one that intrigued me the most because of the action and the animation style and the interesting story. There's like a few moral little conundrums there. But yeah, there's some good suggestions. I do remember him saying at the end of it, like at the time of recording, he wasn't able to put the stuff on, and then the comment section was like, "Wow!" So that's cool that he's gone back and mentioned those. So awesome! I'm probably going to check, at least dip my toe in those. There's just so much anime out there; it's unreal. Anyway, thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video I upload, link is in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month to help support the channel. Greatly appreciated. Thank you much for that, guys. And thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of those shows? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe, and leave comments down below. Let me know what you watch, discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys next time.